Let's take stock of the global handover from last night. A lot has transpired in the US over the last 24 hours. Now, US and China began trade talks yesterday, so that was a key force influencing the markets. Speaking of the market, the Dow finished the day 60 points in the red, so it was not able to close the day in positive territory. However, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq both closed in positive territory. The S&P 500 made its 17th straight closing record gain of 2020, trading above 3,430. So that's a positive takeaway there. There's a lot of index changes which are also going to be happening in the near future as far as the US is concerned. So let me just walk you through those. Salesforce is probably going to replace Exxon Mobil. Amgen will replace Pfizer, and then Honeywell will replace Raytheon Technologies. So these are some changes you have to keep track of. Also, some really good earnings for the quarter was from Salesforce, blowout earnings, and they were up more than 10% in extended trading. So a lot of action happening in the US markets overnight actually. Now if we come down to Asia, there's a bit of a mixed bag this morning. Japan's Nikkei is up 0.16, but Japan's Topix is down 0.14. South Korean Kospi, which seems to be the most upbeat index regularly, is up just 0.2% right now. Australia is dipping into the red, 0.6% down for the ASX 200. So Asia mixed bag. Ant Group, Alibaba's affiliate, is going to be filing for a concurrent listing on the Shanghai Stock Exchange Star Market, which mirrors a tech index on the Nasdaq. So that will be interesting for Asian stocks. Then going down to Europe yesterday, the Stock 600 closed provisionally 0.2% higher, excuse me. Oil and gas stocks slid the most here, 1.3%, while your travel and leisure stocks were bucking the trend. They were up around 1.5%. However, most sectors in Europe were in negative territory, and Germany's second quarter GDP has shrunk by 9.7% from the previous year, so that's not too positive a cue for the European markets. Now, two commodities that we always check up on, oil and gold. Crude oil price rose on Tuesday, hitting a 5-month high. US producers shut most of their output in the Gulf of Mexico ahead of Hurricane Laura, which they're now calling those storms that we told you about yesterday. Given that, oil prices should be even higher, but then rising coronavirus cases in Asia and Europe are kind of capping your gains over there. So Brent futures rose 83 cents or nearly 2% now for the second day in a row, trading just under $46 a barrel. And WTI rose 73 cents or again nearly 2%, 1.7% to be precise, at $43.35 per barrel. Finally, if you come down to gold, gold prices continued their fall, now firmly below 2080. Optimism over US-China trade deal has hurted safe haven metals' appeal. Also, investors are currently awaiting the speech by Fed Chair Jerome Powell, so that will be another key driver for gold prices. But in the interim, spot gold fell 0.6% to $1,920 per ounce, and US gold futures settled down 0.8% at $1,923 per ounce.